exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Throwing his Wentz. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Reynolds. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
On the ball.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, nice move. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And the Colts getting ready to go.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now Marshall shifts free at the 15. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Lauletta. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
No, check, Patriot.
And here's Marshall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
On first down, Lauletta. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Lauletta now to throw it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are in for 6.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Lefty, lefty. Rip, rip.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From from the gun on third down. Lauletta letting one go deep for the end zone. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Tokyo! Two-jet!
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Wentz now on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Run.
Hey. Got three. Three down.
Stay.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Black, come on. Run. Please. Great 15.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Three down.
Lane 5-3.
34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Here we go.
On first down, Wentz drops it underneath for Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I'm bringing it to you. Black, come on.
Right over there. Yeah.
Gold.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Sunday.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Oh. Rip.
Sin. Rush sin. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Alex Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep left. He's got a man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, it's Laretta. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Man, 5-7. flag.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Here's Wentz to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Drag him, drag him. Get over there. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Single receiver. Hey, you're in an island over there. Single receiver.
Wrap.
To throw, it's Wentz. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Where's 5-3? Where's 5-3? Here's 5-7.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. They come out here in the eye.
Lion.
He's going to get it running right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Rip.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. This is Marshall. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jamarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
Gone!
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Great. You're in 5-7.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
This 5-2. The 52, great.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Sunday.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Black, come on.
Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wentz. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11.
Great. 81. Black, come on.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run with Marshall. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. Room past the 20. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Great. Two-jet.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go.
Lion. Sunday. Great 15.
They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Great 5-2. On here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Great 15. Trey 15. Trey 15.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And Lauletta's going to throw it here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Colts, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.